Well, my approach has always been to look at all aspects of the being, to look at body, heart, mind, and spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the human system from the levels of body, heart, mind, and spirit. All of those are parts of us. All of those are parts of the ways that we function in the physical world. And at different kinds of health problems may be more focused in one level or another. For example, someone may come in with a particular problem, and it may be a very physical problem. It may be an injury or a physical imbalance, or it may be something that's more emotionally based. It may be more related to their emotions and experiences and feelings. It may be more of a spiritual issue. And so I think that in order to really fully approach a person in their whole being, you have to look at all of those levels, and you have to look at what are the different ways in which any particular symptom or issue are manifesting in somebody's system.
And you do that through the tools that you've learned right from the allopathics right to the energy work.
Well, I think it all begins with listening to people. I think that we all carry the wisdom within us that really knows what we need.
Yes.
And what the issues are. And so both as a practitioner listening to people and as a person are listening to ourselves, I think is where it really begins. Really hearing what is it that your body is trying to tell you? What is it that your heart is trying to tell you? What are the messages that you're getting that are manifesting in whatever way they may be manifesting? So and that's where we really get the truest information.
Are you listening to the body of the person that you're and their words, and are you teaching them to listen too? Is that how it works?
I think that's a good way to say it. You listen to the body through, if it's body work or energy work, you're listening through the actual physical contact with the person. You're listening to what the person is saying. You're listening to what the person is expressing in ways that may be nonverbal, such as the way they're holding their body, expressions, different things that are going on in their lives.
So yeah, to me, listening is a lot more than just your ears. There's a kind of
absolutely. I think we listen through the pores of our skin. We listen through every part of us. If you use listening as the concept, we're taking in information. We're taking in information from other people all the time.
Yes.
Everyone's had the experience of walking into a room and having a feeling about a person, whether it's a positive or a negative feeling. You're taking in that information, which you could take in even if you weren't looking at them, just on so many different levels.
Yeah, like a first impression, like a take on a room sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then now I want to talk about imagery and why it is that imagery seems to work so well. Why does it work?
Why does it work? There are lots of ways to describe imagery, and I think one thing that's important to say is that the terms imagery and visualization these days are very much used interchangeably. So what a lot of people may know of as visualization, we now tend more to call imagery, and that's because it's more inclusive. Visualization implies that it's just about your eyes and what you're seeing, and imagery is a much more inclusive. It's really something that is a part of all of our senses. I think of imagery as really the language with which our body and our mind and often our hearts communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nonverbal language, and the word imagery comes from the word imagination.
Mm-hmm.
So that becomes that aspect of ourselves that can create, the way that our minds can create through our imagination. And whether an image is a visual image or a sound image or a sensory image or a sensation or a knowing or a smell or a taste, it's a way of the different aspects of ourselves communicating with each other.
Hi there, my name is Nina Wallinder, and I wanted to talk to you about Layers of Health. Layers of Health is a free online community dedicated to investigating holistic and alternative health options. These options can include physical health, mental and emotional health, business health, as well as your spiritual health. So you can join me as I discuss your health concerns with various experts, mentors, and leaders in their fields. And these interviews are offered for free live, as well as during special encore presentations. But if you find one that is particularly interesting to you, you can also purchase it. So you can join me at www.layersofhealth.com, and I'll see you on the calls.